In a startling turn of events, Labour MPs are sounding the alarm over Nigel Farage's rapid resurgence, calling for what one MP described as a coordinated sabotage effort to stop Farage's Reform UK party from gaining any more political ground. It's the kind of high-stakes political manoeuvring we don't often see openly admitted to, but Labour seems to be feeling the heat. With Farage's popularity on the rise and Reform UK polling better than ever, it seems Labour is desperate to avoid another populist surge. But first, hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated on all the latest political drama. Let's dive right into the heart of the controversy. It all started when Lewis Atkinson, Labour MP for Sunderland Central, took the stage at a Hope Not Hate fringe event. The topic? How to combat what he referred to as the politics of hate, which he squarely pinned on Nigel Farage and his Reform UK party. Atkinson, who holds a red wall seat where over 10,000 voters backed Reform UK in the last election, stunned the political world by calling for progressive voters to unite in a tactical voting strategy aimed at blocking Farage's rise, a strategy he labelled coordinated sabotage. What does coordinated sabotage actually mean in this context? According to Atkinson, it's a plan to prevent Farage's party from winning key seats by encouraging voters to vote tactically in certain areas. In simple terms, he's suggesting that Labour supporters in constituencies where the Liberal Democrats or the Green Party stand a better chance of winning should switch their votes to those parties in a bid to block Reform UK. His exact words: "I need us to retain and gain support in white working-class communities. The second thing I need is a progressive coalition to do what is necessary to defeat reform at all costs." Atkinson was careful to distance himself from any formal electoral deals, but let's be clear, what he's proposing is nothing short of a behind-the-scenes political alliance aimed at derailing Farage's rise. And it's not just about winning elections, it's about halting a movement that Atkinson and others in Labour see as a dangerous, populist threat to the very fabric of British politics. So why is Labour so worried? The answer lies in the numbers. Reform UK, under Nigel Farage's leadership, is experiencing a surge in popularity, especially in traditional Labour strongholds like Sunderland Central. In fact, Reform UK came second in 89 Labour-held seats during the last election. For a party that was dismissed as a fringe movement not too long ago, this is a serious political threat. Farage's recent conference marked a turning point. Thousands of new members have joined the party in just the past few weeks, bolstered by a conference that was described as Reform UK's biggest and most successful yet. Polls show that support for the party is continuing to grow, with many working-class voters feeling increasingly alienated by both Labour and the Conservatives. Farage, never one to shy away from controversy, has made it clear that he's aiming for the top, telling his supporters at the conference, "We can win the next general election just with the numbers of people that agree with our principles." Atkinson's call for tactical voting is a clear sign that Labour is panicking. Labour voters in key areas could be encouraged to back the Liberal Democrats in places like Newton Abbot or the Green Party in constituencies like Waveney Valley, all in a bid to prevent Farage from gaining any more momentum. But the reaction from Reform UK has been swift and fierce. Zia Yousaf, the party's chairman, hit back hard, accusing Labour of elitism and arrogance. In an interview with GB News, Yousaf said, "Labour are right to be worried. We are professionalising, organising and preparing to win elections up and down the country." He wasn't done there. Yousaf went on to say that Labour MPs like Atkinson sneer and disregard the concerns of hard-working British people, contrasting this with Reform UK, which he claimed is speaking up for the silent majority. A source from within Reform UK also lashed out at Atkinson's proposal, calling it proof that Labour does not respect democracy and does not understand ordinary working people. The insider added, "The Labour Party are petrified of Reform UK, and so they should be. We came second in 89 Labour-held seats. That shows you that we are the real challengers to the Labour Party among working people who have been left behind by Westminster and Whitehall." But the criticisms didn't stop there. Reform UK has long been accused of nostalgia-driven politics, with detractors claiming the party is trying to turn back the clock to a so-called better Britain that never really existed. However, Yousaf rejected this notion outright, calling such accusations left-wing lunacy. He added, "It's not backward-looking to want to put the British people first. It's not backward-looking to want a strong economy. It's not backward-looking to have a bold and ambitious plan to support real people. That's forward-looking." Farage himself has embraced the challenge, seeing it as further validation of his political mission. He has made no secret of his desire to enter number 10 by 2029, with Reform UK already targeting key Labour seats like Llanelli and Sittingbourne and Sheppey. According to Farage, Labour's fear of Reform UK is proof that his party is on the right track. He told his supporters at the conference, "We are the party of the future and the establishment knows it." But while Labour is busy trying to fend off the threat from Farage, they're also dealing with major internal strife. Keir Starmer's leadership is under fire from his own ranks, and the attacks are coming from the top. At the Labour Party's annual conference in Liverpool, Mish Rahman, a member of Labour's powerful National Executive Committee, NEC, launched a scathing attack on Starmer, accusing him of being a Tory-light, Tin Pot Thatcher, Blairite tribute act. Rahman, a prominent left-wing activist from the West Midlands, didn't hold back. Speaking at an event on the fringes of the Labour conference, he lambasted Starmer for adopting what he described as right-wing policies on issues like immigration and asylum. Rahman warned that Labour is at risk of mimicking the far-right rhetoric of figures like Farage, saying, "What Farage says today, the Tories will say tomorrow, and Labour may legislate the day after." This attack couldn't come at a worse time for Starmer. Recent polling shows that his approval ratings have plunged to their lowest levels since he became Labour leader. An opinion poll revealed that Starmer's net approval rating has dropped to -26%, even lower than Conservative leader Rishi Sunak, whose approval stands at -25%. Starmer's handling of various crises, including riots over the summer and the controversial decision to scrap universal winter fuel payments for pensioners, has drawn heavy criticism from both the left and right of the political spectrum. Rahman's comments reflect a growing sense of disillusionment within the Labour Party's left wing. Many feel that Starmer has abandoned the party's traditional values in a bid to appeal to centrist voters. Rahman's speech was a rallying cry for Labour's left to organise and prevent Starmer from pushing through policies that they see as too conservative. As we move closer to the next general election, the stakes have never been higher. Farage's ambitions for number 10 are clear, and Labour's efforts to stop him will undoubtedly intensify. Will the strategy of coordinated sabotage pay off, or is Reform UK's rise unstoppable? Only time will tell. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay informed as this political saga unfolds.